It's another beautiful morning. It's wet, but it reminds me of northern Washington on the PCT. It's still pretty cloudy. We've got one heck of a climb on our hands now. We've got to get up over this pass, which I think we've got about an 1800 foot straight up climb. I'm probably about, I don't know, less than half a mile into that already. But it rained all night last night, and it didn't stop raining until about 7:30 this morning. So we got going a little bit late. We might not make the burger because we are about 18 or 19 miles away now at this stage. So, but look, it is what it is. What a fine morning. What a beautiful morning. Woke up, everything's soaked. It's still raining. Well, when I say everything's soaked, it was just basically my backpack got soaked and my tent got soaked from the rain last night. So, and then we came up over Lake Anne, or Lake Anne Pass, hiked up into the clouds. It was freezing at the top, absolutely freezing. So I marched down to here and hey presto, I've got a brand new view. Absolutely breathtaking. So the first climb wasn't too bad. It was 1,500 feet, or 1,600 feet actually, over just less than 2 miles. But it's the big one later on. It's 2,500 feet, over 2 miles I think it is. So it's going to be from straight up, I think. So, but that's Lake Anne. That's where we were supposed to camp last night. So I might not be getting my burger today, but not to worry. There is a restaurant that opens at 4 p.m. in the town, so I could get to the restaurant later on this evening and then get my burger then tomorrow morning for breakfast. So it's beautiful the way things work out, isn't it? So, but look, I'm going to get on down this mountain. I might go for a swim when I'm down here, see how cold it is. It is pretty nippy today because the clouds are hanging around. And I'm going to march on down here. I didn't make it to the lake. It was just too cold. It was too windy up there as well. And plus the sun was hiding behind the clouds. So I'm going to go another few miles and get further into the trees, get some cover, some protection, just in case it does open up today, and find somewhere nice for lunch. Somewhere very similar to yesterday, so we can actually we can go for a little bit of a dip, because it should be a little bit warmer, because we dropped down to about 9,900. So at least we'll be out of the wind, and yeah, let's see what I can find. Doggies. Good boy. We've just taken off from lunch. It was on the Idaho potatoes again. They were tasty. And I had some salmon and tuna. I'm not getting sick of that yet, but I'm getting sick of everything else. The couscous, the pasta. And might try rice in the next supply if I can. And that mountain there is Mount Haran, a 14,000 footer that we were thinking about climbing, but we're actually going to leave the 14,000 footers until after Twin Lakes. So there's a couple. I think we've got Massive and we've got Mount Elbert. So I think we're going to try and tag both of them. So the plan is tonight to get to the base of Hope Pass, which is about another 6 miles ahead. Mostly downhill, a few ups here and there. But I'm out in front at the minute and try and get down here by, I don't know, maybe 7 o'clock by the time I get here. And suss out some camp spots. Hopefully we're beside water, because I'm definitely keeping a close eye on these shins. They're not getting any worse, but the sensation's still there. There was nowhere to camp down at the bottom beside the junction. So I've had to go up, well, I think it's about 1,000 feet. We're going to go up in total over a mile. And it is pretty steep, I'll tell you that. I think I'm about a half a mile away from where I think there's a campsite. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Godhooks is right. And there's water and there's a couple of campsites there. So this is pretty steep. It'll be interesting to see what these campsites are like. This is one tough climb, I'll tell you. I'm glad we're knocking some of this out today because I'm running low on food. Well, I'm running low on food. That gives me an energy boost, like chocolate bars and stuff. Go away with you, mosquito. So I'm almost there now anyway. Almost up the top of this climb for the night. And then leaving the rest for tomorrow. Going to the campsites didn't work. There was already other hikers there, and there only was enough room for 3 tents, to be honest. So I've made a push to try and get over the pass, or try and find somewhere flat in between. But I can see the pass now. I'm probably a little less than a mile from the top. So, and it's just started raining as well, which is just rubbing salt in the wounds. Because I'm very, very hungry. I'm starving. Absolutely starving. The Idaho potatoes and by themselves is not giving me enough energy. So I'm going to keep on going. Try and find somewhere flat or get over the pass. Some difference from last night. Looking up that valley. We got hammered last night. It did not stop raining until I was inside my tent, the usual. So the vast majority of stuff got soaked. Well, when I say that, I mean my bag and my tent again. So I'm almost up at the top of Hope Pass now. You can just see the little stick figures of people up there. They're on their way down. About 800 feet to go. Over about a mile. So, but I'm almost there. I'm going to get up, check out the weather. And if the weather's bad, keep going. Get down to the other side. And find somewhere nice to stop and maybe have a cup of tea. I'm just coming to the top of Hope Pass. And all I can think about is this burger in Twin Lakes. I'm starving. All I had this morning was 2 bars and a cup of tea. And I'm just sick of eating couscous and mashed potato. I'm really excited to get tucked into this thing. I'm going to destroy it. I'm starving. I really am. But let's have a look to see what's on the other side of this pass. That side's been fantastic. We came from up and through that valley yesterday. And let's see what's on the other side. Yes! Yes! We're getting close to Twin Lakes now. I can smell the burgers. I really can. The grill was turned on there, but I don't know, 10 minutes ago. So we should be getting there at about, I don't know, maybe 12 o'clock, I reckon. So they switched the grill on there at 11 o'clock. So it's just past that now. But it's a sad day. we're saying goodbye to three amigos. And we're saying goodbye to Bluebell, Houdini, and little Magic Goose, the champion of all dogs. And to be honest, he's actually a champion over some humans I know as well. I'm going to take a stab at it. He's definitely hiked over 60 miles, but I reckon little Goose has climbed over 10,000 feet and probably gone down something similar. And I know boys that get out of breath by running up their own stairs. So Goose, you're a champion in my eyes, always will be. Champion dog of the CDT, champion dog of the CT. Just a champion dog of all trails, lad, to be honest with you. But it's also Montana's birthday as well, actually. So the plan was to get into Twin Lakes and not have many beers. But I promised his sister Katie I was going to get him drunk. So I've got a mission on my hands. But look, I can't get this burger out of my mind. I'm going to keep going because I have to slow down when I do talking videos. I am starving, really starving. I'm going to devour this burger, really am. Sit back, relax, and watch a man eat. You've guessed it, it's raining again. And would you believe it? I was actually just about to say that it's strange that the rain has eased as I came out into this open area. As soon as I thought about it, the heavens opened up again. But I'm so close to this burger now. Ah, come on, like. Can I not just get to this town? I'm try and get across this river somehow. Nightmare, absolute nightmare. I think I'm just gonna go for it here. Shouldn't be too bad. Shoes on or shoes off. Shoes on or shoes off. Shoes on or shoes off. Fuck. Shoes on. Going for it. Oh, that's cool. Man's got to get burgers, you know what I mean? Like, there's a bridge a mile and a half upstream, but nah, the town's over there, not up there. The burgers are over there. Would you believe this if I told you? It's been raining non-stop for the last hour. I've been pretty exposed. Well, the last section was totally exposed. And even before that, the pine trees, they weren't doing anything at all. I'm almost in town. I'm in an area where there's big pine trees. I'm basically coming up to an area where I've got shelter from the rain. And the rain stops. Would you believe it, like? How many times has that happened up in these mountains? Like last night, I sat around for ages, waiting for the rain to stop so I could set my tent up. I was one of the last. Myself and Freewheel set our tents up last. So I got to a point where it was getting dark and I said, I'll just set the tent up. Try to set it up from the inside out. Absolute shambles. The tent was all over the shop. So I had drips this morning. I had a few things wet as well this morning. But as soon as I got into the tent and got everything into the tent, everything that was damp, it stopped raining. Tell you, drive you insane up here. But anyway, I wasn't going to mention the burger, but I'm so bloody close to it now. I really am. I'm less than a mile. Yes. I just had the burger and I went for the fries and I actually feel sick as a dog now. Just had too much grease. So I'm just gonna sit down somewhere and stare out, wait for all this stuff to pass through. But I feel awful now. I feel absolutely terrible. Give him some beer, boy.
Happy on the way home. Just that whole center console. Like multiple days going by without him having to walk.
He's like, yes, it's over, I've done it.